Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your February 2023 monthly reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I apologize for getting this out later than expected. As you know, I've been sick for quite some time. I'm getting over it. I'm getting better and better every day. So I'm finally here, having enough energy and enough breath to get your readings out. So I want to say, I got to go back and look at my analytics, that I want to say that you guys are getting a live bonus reading. So make sure you don't miss out on that. I should be going live. Hopefully this goes up right away, and I should be going live probably Monday. So keep an eye out on my community tab and my stories. I will post there the schedule of who gets a live bonus reading and when you can expect me to go live. Okay, so make sure your notifications are turned on. And don't forget the sign with the most likes and the sign with the most views gets a bonus live reading. So this month's reading, as always, 9-card spread, beginning, middle, and ending of the month. I will pull energy oracle cards for you for your overall energy for the month. And then I'm going to pull, let me grab the energy deck, and then I'm going to pull angel cards. And in terms of love focus, I will be doing a bonus mid-month reading for all the signs with a love focus. So if you're interested in that as well, make sure you hit that bell when you subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, I did open up a few dates. I have not checked what's left. I want to say there's a couple of dates that I added extra hours to. So you might, if you're interested in booking a personal reading, the link is in my description box down below. Here we go. 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. You also have the card of Storm Warning, but I wouldn't be too concerned with that because you've got the Sun card over here. Wow, beautiful. So you've got the 6th and 7th chakras here with the archangels. That is your third eye and your crown chakra. A lot of you are tapping into your spiritual gifts, skills, abilities. Some of you may have been wondering if, you know, is this real? Was that a coincidence? Did I get that correct? How did I know that was going to happen? You're starting to really trust your gut, your intuition. I'm also hearing that for some of you, you may have had a little bit of a spiritual encounter in terms of spiritual realm encounter, right? So some of you, maybe you have come across a spirit. Maybe you thought you saw something. Well, you did. You know, maybe have a little bit of a haunting, a little bit of an energy around you, or something that you've experienced recently that's maybe got you a little spooked or frightened. That's not all of you, but maybe some of you that are new to this, okay? So, well, you've got the Hanged Man here twice. Let's see what other cards. You've got Temperance. You've got Temperance. I apologize for yawning. I am really tired, guys. Like I said, I've been sick for a really long time. I am getting better and better, but, you know, as I start getting back into my routine, I'm getting a little tired sooner rather than later. So you are my last reading for today, and I will continue with the rest of the readings. So again, thank you guys once again for being here, for your patience, your love, and support. I can't tell you guys how much I love doing this for you guys. And, you know, I'm so lucky that I get to do this. So a couple repeated cards here because you have the Hanged Man twice, right? But you've got 2 2s. You got the 2 of Cups, 2 of Earth here, the Temperance card. Your major arcanas here, you've got the Death card, the Hanged Man twice, the Sun card, the Temperance card. I mean, overall, really, the Sun card. But your 6th and 7th chakra here that are like fully lit. I feel like some of you are definitely going through a spiritual awakening, tapping into your spiritual gifts, skills, abilities. Maybe your you're feeling like your intuition has really been on point lately. Like something just pops into your mind, and then you start thinking, and then you're like, I wonder about blah, 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 right? And then it happens. Or you think about someone and they reach out, or you say to yourself, I feel like I'm going to take a different route to work today. And then you come to find out that, you avoided a huge traffic jam. You're following that inspiration, the intuitive nudges, all of that's coming your way. I do feel like, with the 6th chakra Archangel Metatron here, that is your third eye chakra. So I do feel like if you have been doing, or if you're thinking of doing, like meditations, or practicing exercises to really strengthen your third eye, work with blue stones, do some meditation, maybe lay down, put a blue stone on your third eye. You can use like sodalite or lapis lazuli. Those work really well. You could use amethyst for your crown chakra. It can even be, I thought I had one here, hang on a sec. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, just a cute little one, right? Lay down, maybe prop it on top of your head on your pillow, do some meditation work, put it on the crown, on the top of your head. Perhaps I thought I had a blue stone around here. Unfortunately, I don't think that I do. But yeah, you can use crystals to help you tap into those gifts, skills, abilities, set the intentions when you do your meditation. You can also YouTube, third eye chakra meditation or crown chakra meditation. There's guided meditations that will help you how to maybe clear any blockages or debris, to be able to tap into those skills. Now, for some of you, I feel like you've already been there, done that, and it's just getting a little out of hand, right? You're so freakishly accurate, okay? Now, some of you are maybe tapping into doing like psychic readings, tarot readings. Maybe some of you are thinking of starting a YouTube channel, things like that. Maybe you already have. And look, all I got to say is the more you do it, the more tuned in, like Abraham says, right? Tuned in, tapped in, turned on, right? If you don't follow Esther Abraham Hicks, basically you're aligned with that energy frequency. You're in alignment with it. And so it comes to you so much easier. So again, I feel like for some of you, tapping into that, it can be a little scary for some of you, especially when you're learning how to harness it, and you're trying not to scare people. You're trying not to freak people out, but I keep hearing you're like freakishly accurate. What the heck, maybe somebody comes to you looking for advice, and you're like, listen, if you don't do this, this, and this is what's going to happen, right? I used to do that all the time to people, and it would freak them the F out. It would happen like within an hour or two, and they'd come back and be like, what the F, you're a witch or something, and it's like, when you're in alignment with those gifts, skills, and abilities, it comes faster and a whole lot easier flow, rapidly, faster, you name it, it just becomes easier. Now, you may also have people around you that are not okay with this. So some of you may have like a very strict or religious upbringing. It's like, that is not okay. That's you, working with the devil. That's you calling in negative energies, and you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Here's what I tell people. A car can be used for basic transportation, or it can be used to crash into someone and run someone over, right? A little bit extreme, I know, but it's all in how you use it. So you can use your gift, skills, abilities for good, or you can use it for bad. The choice is up to you. The karma is also yours. For those of you that have thought of, doing some like hex jinx work or whatever, I don't feel like that's not coming through here, but I just felt like I had to say that. But I do feel like you may have someone that's trying to deter you from really honing those skills in, okay? Or they're already gaslighting you like you're crazy. You are not psychic, okay? Get over yourself. I do feel like you may have some negative Nancy's trying to shut you down. And it's like, no, you're the one that can't, okay? So I feel like there's a little bit of a conflict there. But nothing you can't handle, Sagittarius, really. I mean, that's really where it is. I do get this feeling that you're learning how to read people a lot easier, a lot faster. Like you could just catch an eye on them, right? Like you just glance at them and it's like you can read their energy, their body language, what, you know, almost like what they're thinking, what they're feeling. Maybe you haven't heard from someone or talked to someone in a while and they're like, oh, everything's fine. But then you happen to run into them and you're like, yeah, there's more than meets the eye there. I know something else is going on. So I do feel like at this time, it is safe for you to trust your intuition. It is safe for you to trust what your higher self, your mind's eye, where it's guiding you. At the beginning of the month, you have the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, Two of Cups. Middle of the month, you have the Six of Swords, the Nine of Cups, which, interestingly enough, Leo had the King of Wands over here, but had the Nine of Cups here in this exact same place. I'm loving this. Trust me, I did shuffle, guys. So the middle of the month, we've got the Six of Swords, Nine of Cups with the beautiful Sun card, followed by the Death card, Hanged Man, and the Seven of Wands. Your angel messages here, the Temperance card with the card of balance in this deck, Two of Earth, that's Two of Pentacles, and the Awakening card in this deck, which is the Hanged Man. Let's start with these two messages, since it's with these two cards, since it is a very strong message here. Whenever I see two or more of the same cards, of the same, you know, cards, different decks, it's because it's a very strong message. Spirit really wants you to pay attention to this. It's like, hello, hang on, hold up, wait a minute, what are we doing here? The card of awakening. So again, you may be awakening your gifts. You may be going through a spiritual awakening. You may be coming out of a tail end of like dark night of the soul, or doing some, you know, deep shadow work and coming out of it with like a major awakening and realization of your psychic gifts, skills, and abilities. It really is coming in strong for you. For others of you, I do feel like you are waking up to realities, perhaps, you know, decisions that you've made in the past that you were like so dead set or determined that, you know, that was your path, or that was your person, or this was the decision and everybody was going to have to accept it no matter what. And then like now, after some time, or after some thought, or after some stark realizations is what I heard, you're just like, whoa, let me backtrack, let me backpedal a little bit. How can I save myself from, you know, XYZ, from things going really, really bad, right? So I do feel, and I'm sorry, not to interject here, I'm hearing, be careful, pay attention on the road when you're driving, be careful, okay? You don't want to be an offender bender. I don't know who that was for, not to make anyone paranoid, but I just heard that while I was saying this, okay? So for some of you, you may have already gotten into a little bit of fender bender, but no, I heard it like a very, like, whatever you're going to do this weekend or plans this month, just keep your eyes on the road. Don't be a distracted driver. Don't drink and drive, please. I just got a really like strong warning for you guys for that, okay? So the card of awakening with Archangel Gabriel is the messenger archangel. That is the messenger of God, whomever it is that you, you know, follow, pray to, who you are guided by in your spiritual path or religious upbringing, okay? Archangel Gabriel is the messenger of God, non-denominational, not a specific religion, but, you know, definitely feels like there is this message coming through very loud and clear for you that the time is now. You are awakening. You're awakening your gifts. And by awakening your gifts, you're really opening your eyes up. And I'm seeing like this little picture of a duckling, like just being born and having, you know, like still hair all over, hair and goo all over their eyes. So I feel like major, you know, energy of massive rebirth and regeneration here. And, you know, as I said, rebirth, I realized I have the death card here as well. So a lot of you, by the end of the month, you're going to have some major awakenings. You know, some of you, and I just heard for some of you, if you do have a scary situation in a vehicle, it feels like it's almost a near-death experience. No, not that you guys are going to be like completely in a major wreck, but I mean like it would be a close call where it's like, holy cow, right? That could have gone so bad, right? I just feel like there is something here that puts things into a whole different perspective. So I feel like it is time for you to do a little bit of a reflect and review for certain things, especially things that you may have been quite defensive about, or maybe somebody has been defensive with you about. I feel like there is this opportunity for you to kind of clean the slate and say, okay, I'm no longer gonna, you know, stand, you know, at this point that I've been at for my whole life. Where has it gotten me? It's time to shift the sails here. It's time to go a different way. It's time to think a little bit more clearly. It's time to make better informed decisions. It's time to, you know, even confront the situation or the person that perhaps has been pushing you back or pushing you away, or that you've been pushing away, and you've avoided any type of healing or fresh start or anything like that. If there is someone that you are not speaking to, that you're not on speaking terms, friend, family member, ex, it's been like bad terms and there's a little bit of bad blood, or things that were never resolved and they just kind of have been left in suspense, because I'm literally seeing, you know, the Hanged Man, yes, he's left, you know, suspended in air, but I'm seeing it more so like this way, like left in suspense, like just as you're about to like fall and hit the ground, you're like suspended over air, or in air, and I'm seeing it like rather than, you know, talking things out or making amends or speaking your truth or saying, you know, confronting the person, the situation, or calling a spade, calling someone's bluff, it was just kind of like boom, things were just halted, stopped. Everybody's just kind of floating in midair, wondering, when are we going to clear this energy? When are we going to clear the air? When are we going to make amends? When are you going to let me back in? Or when are you going to, you know, listen to me? When are you going to, you know, and it's just feels like it's time. I feel that by the end of this month, for those of you that have felt that you haven't been able to fully let go of the past or move on or move past a certain situation, like maybe you think, well, I've moved on with my life, but yet somebody brings that up and it still angers you, it still hurts you, it still, you know, upsets you, makes you cry, it, you know, throws your mood off, or whatever, however it affects your mood or your day-to-day, then clearly there's some healing and some inner work that needs to be done. And I do feel that you are going through a spiritual awakening. You are being guided by source, spirit guides, guardian angels, to make these amends, to be able to truly enjoy all life's goodness, your happily ever after, your partnerships, your, you know, friendships, your accomplishments. I'm hearing some of you have accomplished a lot or have had major life changes and maybe haven't had that support system that you wish you had, right? Like maybe you got a huge promotion, or maybe you got married, or maybe you had a kid, and yet you didn't have the friends, the family that you really used to count on before, because things went haywire, things went bad. And it feels as though there's a little bit that's creeping back in. So if you think of that and it still makes you sad, it still angers you, it still upsets you, or whatever, affects you in a negative way, or it causes you to like, you know, it throws you off, right? That's a clear indication that there is some healing work that needs to be done. Now, some people just have to, you know, just make their own closure, and others will want to reach out. The choice is really up to you. So this card here says, look at things from a different perspective. This is a temporary standstill. It is important to be yourself. Now, I know I jumped way ahead with your overall spiritual energy here, and then towards the end of the month energy, because we had the Hangman, you know, twice here. But, you know, you start off the month with the King of Wands. That is your card, my lovely Sag. You know, King of Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I normally, as a reader, read him as the Sagittarian King. Male or female doesn't matter. But I do feel like with the combination of the King of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Cups, this is a new friendship. This is a new partnership. This is a, you know, creative new endeavor. This is a new chapter in your life that's just bringing in so much love and abundance. And, you know, you're not afraid to take action. You're not afraid to dive deep into your emotions. In fact, this new partnership or this new chapter, you may have someone new that has come into your life and you're just like, I want to share this with the world. But then, you know, half the people in your life are like either no longer around or, you know, you've had a falling out. And I feel like that's where a lot of the emotions are going to start coming in. Like, okay, it's time I take action. It's time I reach out. It's time I stop letting, you know, the stupid things from the past or whatever they said or did from the past get in the way of me sharing my life or, you know, experiences, because I do feel like there's a part of you that really wants to be able to share that, or you want to be able to say that you can share that with friends, family members. You know, it's one thing is you want to share it with them. Maybe you don't want to share it with them because they're not good people, because they were mean to you, right? But it's one of those, it's like, yeah, well, I wish I could talk to them like a normal person and share that news. That's a completely different, you know, energy, if you catch my drift. Let me know if you understood that. But, you know, I do feel that regardless, you are really looking like there is nothing holding you back from reaching your ultimate goals and happiness. Yes, there is this feeling of being, you know, unfinished business in partnerships, relationships from the past, people that you no longer talk to, that sometimes you wish were still around. Some of you really want them to be around, really want to get back to how things used to be, being able to like call, text, visit, see each other, hang out, weekend plans, whatever it was for you guys. You know, and you're just wondering like, well, is it ever going to be the same? Has too much time gone by? Things have definitely improved for you, and if you feel like they haven't just yet, trust me, you're on the move here. Middle of the month with the Six of Swords here, Nine of Cups and the Sun card. Yeah, you're definitely, not only are you moving towards calmer shores, right? I mean, this particular Six of Swords, on the Rider-Waite deck, normally they're going the opposite direction and you're seeing the calmer shores. Here you're seeing, you know, the swords here sticking up from the water. So it's like, are we crashing into these swords? But in reality, how I feel is there's a lot still going on in your mind that you're thinking about. You know, swords are about, you know, communication and analysis and thinking and overthinking. So while you may be thinking, how can I, you know, calm things down? How can I communicate and reach out? And, you know, how can we have this win-win in all of these partnerships or relationships, and, you know, find peace, harmony, tranquility? How can I help make amends? How can I fix the situation? Things have been left unsaid. The swords are just there sticking up. They've been left unsaid. However, it goes both ways. You've got to understand, people have free will. You may be ready to say something, but somebody may not be ready to hear it. Or vice versa. Someone may be wanting to say something to you and you may not be ready to hear it or talk about it or digest it or deal with it, right? Overall, you've got the Nine of Cups with the Sun card. Are you kidding me? The Sun, happily ever after, wish fulfillment right next to it. The Two of Cups right above it. Knight of Cups. I mean, in all honesty, I feel like some of you, this is very random, just popped up right now. So for some of you, you may not be talking to like your parents or family members or like specific friends because they don't like your partner. And it feels like you guys have decided to either move, relocate, or get married. And you're like, I wish I could tell my family, or I wish I could tell their family. I wish we can have their blessing. I wish they could be a part of this. But you're just like, in a real world, in a nice world, that would be perfect. But I already know. Like, I feel like there's a lot of pessimism there because there's a lot that has been left unsaid. And you're like, how do I even fix this? Like, how far back do I have to go to make these people understand, you know, why things are the way they are, right? At the end of the day, your happiness should not be based on someone's approval. Although sometimes people get caught up on wanting, needing, you know, having the utmost importance on someone's approval here. But I feel like follow your heart, Sagittarius. If you are truly happy and you're in a really good relationship, partnership, and you are really seeing things clearly, you know, with open eyes, heart wide open, and not rose-colored glasses, no manipulations, no negativity, and you're just like, for the life of me, I don't know why they wouldn't want me to be happy. That's different, right? Like, it's different. But if it's someone who's manipulative and toxic, and like your family's like, what are you doing? It's the biggest mistake of your life. Obviously, that's like maybe an awakening, a situation that you're being even more awakened to, or I shouldn't say even more. I feel like you have not been awakened to that. That's not for everyone. That seems very specific here. I do feel that with a Sun card, like I said, Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups, Sun. So there could be travel, relocation, new car, getting married. Some of you may just even go on a cruise, may get married on a cruise. Some of you may just go, you know, travel overseas, have a wedding, an engagement ceremony. There is something here about, you know, bringing a family together, celebrating a union, celebrating big life moments, and feeling like, again, I just keep hearing, like, I wish I could share this with them, but I feel like for some of you, a lot of time has already passed. Does not mean you cannot reach out and you cannot make amends. It's whether or not you're ready, they're ready, everybody's ready. And you know, after some time, everybody might be ready. It's really up to you and how you read the situation. And so at the end of the month here, you have the Death card, the Hanged Man, and the Seven of Wands. Again, you're standing your ground. If you truly are truly happy in this partnership relationship and people are trying to talk you out of it, you're just like, listen, I hear you. You're entitled to your opinion. Whatevs. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do because I'm a grown-ass person. And if I want to marry this person, I'm not asking, you know, for your permission, or maybe you are, I don't know. But it just feels like you're going to do it anyway. And people just either need to respect it or walk away. So if you haven't, you know, that's the type of feeling, energy that I feel around here that's got like partnerships, relationships, friendships, kind of up in arms and not talking to each other. But the Death card really is here, like being able to find a moment of peace and tranquility, to be able to reach out to each other and really open your hearts to each other, make amends, waving the white flag in hopes of healing and reconciling this. You know, the Balance card here, the Balance card is the Temperance card here. And this, I mean, beautiful card here with another Archangel. This is the need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. You have the Two of Earth here, Two of Pentacles. So again, with the Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles, some of you may be awakening to the possibility that maybe you're not in the right partnership, or maybe you're not, I don't know, choosing from good, bad, or, you know, right partnerships, resources, opportunities. Maybe you're overthinking something that should even have a second thought, right? So this says it's too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. And of course, the Awakening card, which we've already read for you. Now, at the end of the day, overall, I do feel like there is a lot to celebrate here. I feel like you are literally, Sagittarius, I feel like you are literally changing on a spiritual level, on a soul level, and that is most definitely going to affect you in your 3D world, right? The card of vulnerability. You can be completely honest with this person. So whoever it is that you want to reach out to, that you want to communicate to, I feel like enough time has gone by where you can say, hey, you know, maybe it's time we stop you know, hanging in midair. But let's talk, as long as you don't, and you lay down the ground rules, right? And it says, it's funny because this, where did it say? So the Temperance card says, wait for the perfect time. And then this card says, wait, the timing is not quite right. So if you're trying to rush into doing something towards, you know, the beginning of the month, I feel like towards the end of the month is probably better timing, but it's really up to you. And look at that, fate. This is a destined partnership and marriage. I told you guys, this relationship is moving toward a sacred union. So listen, some of you may be wanting to make the announcement that you're engaged, that you're expecting, that you're getting married, that you've eloped, or you're thinking of eloping, or that you've gotten a job where you're going to relocate, or that you're thinking of moving or purchasing a home, whatever it may be. I am hearing here, like it's saying, wait, the timing is not right. So it could be, if you're watching this at, you know, right when it's uploaded or middle of the month, it could be that it's not the right time. I do feel in terms of timing wise, there's a lot of more clarity in terms of awakening and getting like clarity of a situation by the end of the month. I feel like you're really flying high on, you know, very happy, joyous emotions, and that's what's got you fueled to try to make amends. And it's like you really want them to see you happy, and that's the whole point, right? But they may not be ready for that, and that's what's really going to kill your vibe. And you're just like, I'm not going to let this person, you know, kill my vibe. So, and look at that, 10 of Swords. I'm telling you, storm warning. This is a card number 10. 2 10s here. So the numbers 10, 10 may be of significance to you. February 10th may be of significance to you. You may have been born on the 10th. You are there again, King of Wands. Why is the timing not quite right when they watch this? Yeah, you've got a lot more strength that you've got to muster up to really prepare yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, to be prepared to say what you need to say, and perhaps also hear what you need to hear. You know, just as you want someone to hear your part, your piece out, they're going to need the same in return. And another 10, there you go. Because this is going to be a very huge cycle that comes to a close, that comes to an end, and timing is everything when it comes to that. And so some of you may be thinking of maybe the weekend of the 10th, which I think is this weekend coming up. And, you know, perhaps for some of you, it's like maybe you should wait 10 days from when you watch this, whatever it may be. Again, there will be things that will line up for you, and you'll see why you had to wait for that, okay? So trust your own judgment. Again, you can trust your intuition at this time. And let's figure out, let's see what these wisdom of the oracle messages have in store for you. Look at that, Yang and Milk and Honey. I'm telling you, you guys are like in a really happy place. And there's the card of To Be Fair. Okay, so are you going to stun people at the wrong moment, right? Like maybe maybe you're going to someone's wedding, and then you want to announce that you're expecting, or you're having a baby, or you're engaged. Like, know your audience, right place, right time. Announcing your, you know, your engagement or your pregnancy at somebody else's big life event is a no-go, okay? So be fair, be just, you know, don't get too excited or hyped up and try to, yeah, and I don't feel like you're doing it maliciously, but like somebody can see it that way, like you're hijacking someone's moment or opportunity, right? So set the timing up the way that you want it to for your favor, rather than using someone else's gathering or party or opportunity. I feel like you get caught up in seeing somebody else's marriage or relationship doing so well that you're just like, it's my turn. And you know, we're going to do things the right way, and we're going to, you know, fix everything that needs to be fixed, and we're going to get married, and we're going to do it whether we've got people on our side or not. I do feel that you want what's fair and just for you, your children, your partner, your family, your spouse, whatever it may be. At the end of the day, as long as you're happy is all that matters. And you cannot exhaust yourself trying to make someone else happy when they probably aren't happy on their own. Okay, the Yang card is really important. That is very strong masculine energy, especially with the King of Wands coming up twice. Again, male or female doesn't matter, but it's a very strong indication here that you do have what it takes. You do have the drive, the energy, the power is in your hands. Spirit is guiding you every step of the way. They're letting you know, listen, you're going to know when it's the right place at the right time. And everything is going to work out in your favor, you will see. So I love this reading for you. I know a couple difficult messages here, but other than that, it's a really good message for you guys. Oh my God, and I went long for you guys. So have a wonderful month. Remember, your bonus reading is going to be a bonus love reading. Love focus. So make sure you hit that bell and turn on your notifications. Your playlist is here, whatever the reading I have for you here. I cannot wait to see what is next for you guys. Take care. Bye.